Hello YouTube, it's me again. Today we are back here with some 2016 election coverage. It's been a while since I've been able to make a video covering the presidential race. Last time I did was over the summer where Clinton was leading by a significant margin. And I did say in the video that, well, things could change, and obviously things between now and then have certainly changed. So with everything that's gone with Trump scandals and Clinton scandals, the race is basically it's going to be close today. I would say Clinton has a 60-40 edge going into today's election, which will start in about 12 minutes. So I'm a bit of a hurry to upload this and get this video done. So I'm gonna say that as hold on. I'm gonna say like as of right now, these are the states that both candidates are guaranteed. Clinton's guaranteed 192 and Trump's guaranteed 161. And all the states in shaded that are not colored are the states that are competitive. And I know some of you are going to say Alaska's not competitive. Well, there have been polls in Alaska that out fairly recently that showed Trump only ahead by a few points, so that's why. And there was even an article written about on the Daily Beast that you can check out yourselves. I'll see if I can find and link in the video. But yeah, so like that's why Alaska's competitive unexpectedly this cycle. So, so states that were competitive throughout or expected to be competitive, like Utah, Texas, Missouri, Indiana, like those have, I would say is going to win. He'll be fine in those states. Now, he's not going to win New York and he's not going to win California. Sorry, Trump fans. And obviously, Clinton fans, she's not going to win, Hillary Clinton's not going to win Texas. So now these are the states that are expected to definitely fall no matter what in my mind. But I'll show you this is how I expect the election to turn out and what each candidate needs to do to win. So we'll start with Trump's path because he's the underdog in this race. So first off, he has to win all the states that Mitt Romney won in 2012. He has to win Alaska, obviously. He has to win Arizona. He has to win Georgia. He has to win North Carolina. Now those are the Romney states. Now to add on to his path, he needs to win Florida. He needs to win Ohio, where he's leading. He needs to win Iowa, where he's leading. And he needs to win Maine's second congressional district, because that's going to be very important. And he definitely needs to win Nevada. And then I would say that's where things get tricky for him, because past that, like, these are states where he is consistently pulled down, but he's still within at least fighting distance. But I would say his best bet is in the state of New Hampshire. If he can win that tonight, he will probably be elected our next president. So that's Trump's path. Now, for Hillary's path, she simply has an easier path to 270 than Donald Trump does, obviously, because just based on the way how this election has played out, and like the natural advantage that Democrats have in the electoral college over the past few years. So this is Hillary's path. So she needs to win Pennsylvania. She needs to win Colorado. She needs to win New Mexico. She obviously needs to win Wisconsin, Michigan. And then she definitely needs to win Virginia. And if she can win the state of Maine, that has been competitive actually, which I do think she will carry the state of Maine itself. And if she can win any one of these states that are not shaded, like most likely it would be Florida or North Carolina, she would be elected president. Now, how do I think it will turn out? This is like just how I think it'll turn out. So I do think Trump will carry Alaska at the end of the day. I think he will win Arizona. I do expect him to win Iowa and Ohio. I think he will win Georgia. I'm thinking he will win Florida. It'll be close though. And I think he can win North Carolina. And I think at the end of the day he will win Nevada. And I think he can win Maine's second congressional district where he has appealed very well too. Now for the Clinton states, I think she will win Virginia. I think she'll win Pennsylvania. She'll win Michigan, Wisconsin, Colorado, New Mexico. And this is where it kind of gets a little. Oh wait, hold on. She'll win the same end as well. So this is where New Hampshire decides the election. I feel because polls have been back and forth recently over the past couple of days, and I can't really tell who's going to win. But whoever wins New Hampshire, I feel, will win the election. If Hillary wins, she will win 272 to 266, which I think is what will happen. But if Trump wins and he still has a chance to win, he will win with 270. Who do I want to win, you may ask? Don't care. I hate both of them. So yeah, now on to the Senate, which is, I think, more interesting. So I would say for certain, Democrats are guaranteed 46 seats in the Senate, and Republicans are guaranteed 46 seats in the Senate. So it's going to go down to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to go down to these 8 races that will go depending on how well the presidential candidates do in their states, because there's a down ballot effect clearly in the cycle. So so it will. It's obviously going to affect how well these candidates do, and even though that down ballot candidates do have the ability to run ahead of their ticket, of the main ticket at the top, but it's only by so much. So now, how can Republicans retain control of the Senate? Well, actually, it's 46, 47. That's weird. Ohio should have been colored. Anyways, my bad. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So these 7 seats are toss-ups completely. So I think for Republicans to retain the majority, they need to win North Carolina. They have to win Missouri. They have to win Indiana. And then they can win any one of these seats. I think that they have the best chance in New Hampshire to win, or they can pull off with winning Harry Reid's seat in Nevada. Now, how can Democrats take control of the Senate once more? Well, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so first of all, they need to win Wisconsin. They need to beat Pat Toomey in Pennsylvania. They need to hold on to Harry Reid's seat in Nevada. And then any of these 4, I think they could do. I would say probably their best bet would be either in New Hampshire or Missouri. Their candidates are down in Indiana, North Carolina, but they have a more of a fighting chance, I would say, in Missouri or New Hampshire, either or, and that's how Democrats can retain control of the majority. Now, how do I think the Senate will play out? Well, the way I feel is that in Wisconsin, Ron Johnson was down for most of the cycle, often by double digits, but he has pulled into the margin of error with Russ Feingold, and I do think at the end of the day that Johnson's going to fall short against Feingold. I think Feingold has too much of an advantage in the state. Not to mention, I expect Hillary Clinton to win the state, so I think that it will be that result. In Indiana, I think Todd Young is going to beat Evan Bayh. Bayh has not run a very good campaign, and Todd Young and his allies have just bashed the living crap out of Evan Bayh, and I think that has paid off. In Pennsylvania, Pat Toomey, I mean, I don't know what he's been doing against Katie McGinty. I don't know what Katie McGinty's been doing against Pat Toomey, but recent polls have been showing McGinty ahead, so I think that's probably going to go forward with obviously with Clinton winning the state, that's going to help McGinty. So I think that Democrats will pick up Pennsylvania. I do think that Richard Burr in North Carolina will defeat Deborah Ross. I think at the end of the day, Roy Blunt will beat Jason Kander. I think that if Trump does well enough in the state, he will give Roy Blunt the win. Same kind of thing in Indiana. And in Nevada, I think Joe Heck will win narrowly. It depends how well Trump does. And I think in the end, Kelly Ayotte will win in New Hampshire. So I'm predicting a 52-48 majority for the Republicans in the United States Senate. So that's my thoughts. We'll see if I'm right by tomorrow morning. And leave your thoughts below in the comments. Who do you want to win? Who do you want to take control of the Senate? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.